Hello, y'all. How you doing? It is Tuesday, November 25th, and today I'm doing another AYN Thor base stream. This is not going to be an exhaustive look at the AYN Thor today. I already did that like a couple weeks ago, a week and a half ago maybe. Did a whole stream just like showing it off, showing a bunch of games. It's a really good retro handheld that can basically run anything that Android can currently do on anything that Android can currently do emulation-wise, and the things that it can't do mostly is because A, the emulators don't exist yet, and B, the emulators don't exist yet, and maybe when they do exist, they won't be able to run very well, but that's mostly theoretical as far as like PS3, Xbox 360 literally doesn't exist at all. Wii U can be a little rocky, but again, pretty new, rough, etc. It's really good, and I think it is probably the one that you should get right now if you're getting a retro handheld. And you know, I say that obviously it has the 2-screen element, and that's pretty cool for specific platforms, but also it's just generally a great handheld. But today, again, like I said, the focus is going to be on one specific game. In particular, this game that I have right here. I have legally backed it up in such a way that I put it onto the device, as all the games are. Of course, all the games that you put on these things need to be legal backups, because that is the law and all that. Got it? Got it? Everyone got that? Okay, great. This is the most legal of backups because I have the damn cartridge right here to show it. Look at that. How do you like that? Anyway, we're gonna play WarioWare Touched, which is a touch-based game full of micro games that are, you know, like 10 to 20 seconds long, more like 10 seconds long, 5 to 10. And basically they all use the touchscreen, which is great because, you know what, I think it'd be great to really give the touchscreen a good old-fashioned workout and like see how it handles, how it performs. What's more, I just got in the mail this. It's a little stubby stylus type thing that works on it. You can see it uses a disc-based pointer there, so like only the center of it is like actually going to input. So it's a good way to do like precision touches. I have like a longer version of it that I've had for years, but I just got this from Etsy. This was the one that was recommended by Retro Game Core. Great YouTube channel, by the way, if you don't know. It is about the size of the, you can see here, there's a little bit of a comparison. It is about the size of the Wii U stylus, which is more or less very comparable to the other styluses that have existed. By the way, HR Lizard, how you doing? Here's a chart that I found online, sort of like showing the relative sizes of relative styluses. And basically they're all like a little bit shorter, a little bit longer. Wii U is like one of the longer ones, which makes sense because they had more room to fit stuff in. Like if I grab my 3DS, you can see that it doesn't fit, you know? And it's kind of obvious if you look at it, like it is, the stylus is longer than it is, you know, tall, wide, etc. You hit the back wall if you try to insert it like this, you know? And you would also on a original DS if you could fit it into the hole. The stylus hole, the stylus is too girthy. The Wii U stylus is too girthy to fit into this hole, so you can't, but you can see it would hit back wall as well. That, you know, is sort of the limitation on stylus size, at least at the time, and probably part of, like, why it was this size in particular, other than perhaps them being too cheap for a telescoping option, which does exist out there. I'm not sure if it's secondhand or, yeah. Yeah, I know, I think YouTube just changed how, account names work, as far as how it shows it in chat. Yeah, I remember you being charged for ages, but apparently your internal name is Char Lizard. That's also fine. I could call you Chard though, Chard, if that's cool. If I remember. Anyway, yeah. Jesus. Anyway, this thing seems really cool. I'm hoping the ergonomics are good, and I feel like this is gonna be great for, like, holding it like this, while also, you know, doing the touchscreen stuff at the same time, which is nice. I'll say I'm doing perfectly fine right now. I woke up like an hour ago. I've been, you know, I'm on vacation and all. I'm sleeping in a good deal. Feeling a little bit shit this morning, so I took some Dayquil. Starting to kick in now. My throat's not feeling quite as rough as it was earlier, but I think I'll be good. I spent last night, I spent like 6 hours last night building this, a checkerboard, like a 6x6 cube, which I am pretty happy with. Turns out, making a 6x6 cube is kind of a nightmare. Rebuilding it. Found a tutorial though, and that tutorial helpfully told me you can tape the damn thing down so it doesn't fall apart on you as you're putting it together, which, really worked wonders and made it so I could, do the thing, albeit in, like, you know, 6 hours. Much harder than the custom 5x5 I've made before. And by the way, yes, I made it to match this 4x4, checkerboard 4x4, which I bought. And I did one solve on it. It's pretty cool. I also just got a couple other cubes in the mail. This is a, like, octahedral cube thing that, like, turns by corner, which sounds good, but it's really rough to turn. So, probably not gonna do a solve on that because it'd be hell to work with. I also got this thing, which is sort of a scaled up version. It's sort of like this cube, which is a shapeshifter, which is pretty fun and I like a lot, but it has these extra cuts that go through the middle, so you can also turn it like this, which, you know, makes it so you can really mix it up in a different way. It feels a little jank, though. I feel like it might pop like a motherfucker, so I don't know about that. Not my best purchases, those other two, but they're interesting at least. They're different and new. Also, by the way, yes, worth noting, there will be Extra Life on Friday, Black Friday. There's all the details there. I'm not gonna go over it and really, like, delay the start of WarioWare Touched that much, but take note. Come by Friday. I'm gonna be playing Yooka-Laylee, or Banjo, or Sonic 06, depending on if people donate to make me switch games. People can also donate to make me switch shirts. That'll be a fun gimmick. Yeah. Alright, I think that covers all the up top stuff. Let's get these other styluses out of there. I'll say my plan is for tonight, I would like to do some amount of, like, trying out the other options, like this stylus versus just fingering it, versus maybe even trying the big one, the Mama Jama. But let's start out with the stubby, the small one, and see where it goes. You're having some Wingstop for lunch? Excellent, Rock Party. I like Wingstop a lot. Wingstop is a great restaurant. Endorsed. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm gonna pick this up. Let's watch the opening cutscene. We already seen, as it's been like, as I've been talking, this opening cutscene that plays automatically. Are we good to go? You don't have Wingstop, Chard? Dang, I didn't know there were places that didn't have Wingstop. I mean, I know Rock Party is in the same area I am, basically, you know, like DFW-wise, but I didn't know it was a regional thing. Huh. I guess that is the case sometimes. Like, we're going to get a Bojangles soon, I've heard, but maybe like people from like Bojangles country would be surprised that there's places that aren't Bojangles country. Anyway, you saw the opening cutscene. Bojangles apparently is some sort of... I'm not actually sure what Bojangles sells. I think they're chicken? I think Bojangles is chicken, but I'm not sure. I think they're fried chicken. But I know that Bojangles exists in some parts of America, and has a really good reputation. Come on, cutscene. Play the cutscene. Let's see. Let's see the setup here. Any second now. And then we'll watch it, and then we'll start the game. You know what, I'll listen. Should I vamp for a second longer? Sure, why not? Look, a calendar for this is the calendar for this month, as you can see, just the 2 things left. Next month, here it is. There's Metroid Prime Beyond. That's gonna be in the next stream after Extra Life. Gonna have an extra long break in between streams. Then viewer levels, of course, on Friday, as per the usual. A lot of Metroid randomizers first half of the month, as well as some Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Episode 2. There will be some Game of the Year streams the week I have off, Christmas week, as well as some more randomizers the following week. Okay, here we go. Here's the setup. Wario has stolen some handhelds. He stole 2 of them. And a god has found them and combined them somehow. And Wario, you know, in his wisdom, he grabs the 2-screened one. This thing has 2 screens, just like this thing that I'm holding right now. He's like, what? It doesn't work. Because his apparently doesn't have buttons, unlike the original DS that did have buttons. Ah, it must be busted. What about the Stylus? Stylus. He realizes he's supposed to use the stylus, or perhaps finger. I forget if finger really worked on the DS, but wouldn't be that terrible. Ka-ching! With 2 screens, you can make double the money. That's what they say. Let's do it. I'm gonna hit start. I'm gonna select the right hand, and we're gonna see the actual opening cutscene. And as well as the, you know, first micro games. I'm gonna try to hold it such that it is in frame the whole time I'm playing. We can get that cartridge out of there too. But hope you don't mind if occasionally it goes like, ooh, you know, a little bit high, a little bit low. I'm gonna try to keep it nice and even. I feel like retro handheld streamers make it look really easy. It's actually somewhat difficult. Yeah, we're going to the store or something. We're going shopping? I don't know what exactly the setup of this is because I was looking away. But, hope y'all picked up on it. Audio good? How are we feeling about the audio? KFC is the only chicken place around you? I like, Church's chicken, but those are also really rare. We got a dentist situation. We can see the micro games are starting. Well, this is more of a tutorial. You get to see some dentistry in action. I hope as I'm like moving my hand over the screen, you can still see what's what. And it's perhaps just the trade-off of having an actual touchscreen in front of us rather than like just capturing the touch screen. Here we go! Pop, 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 pop. You can see how this works. We do micro games. Look at the prompt and do what it says. I remember this game as a kid going by really quickly. So don't be surprised if, like, it's only a couple hours until the end here. And also, by the way, if I didn't say, this, I do believe, will be a great test. Great test of the touchscreen, like I said. Like, just... I don't think you can ask for a better litmus test for, does this touchscreen feel good? Is it responsive? Is it good for minigames? You can see how... Ah! How fast the reaction is. I'm gonna have to be quick on my toes here, or else we're gonna... Well, actually, this stage is really short, just 8 levels, 9 levels. Die flies, so it probably won't die. In fact, that was it? That was it, apparently. Okay, well, no worries there. That's easier than the one in WarioWare, the first one on the GBA. Much easier first level, I would say. Here we are at the Sweet Spot, which of course is a cake restaurant. Of course, of course. You call... That's a cake. I don't know if... Would you call that a pie? What does he know? Munch munch. Oh right, he just went to the dentist. Oh no, Wario! That was a nice quick first level. Stylus working very well so far. Let's continue this as we go. There's a little bit of lint there. You just like brush. Get rid of that. It's all good and fine now. Yeah, we're dancing. This is what happens after you finish every level. Whoever it is goes to the club and like hangs out. Not bad for a chump. Got like a hair on the screen. Alright, that's the first one. Let's carry on. Now I'll say, this game might be quick to do, but there is value in like going back and getting high scores on all the levels and you know, doing things like going back and getting high scores, unlocking the bonus games, and doing those such things. I'm not gonna do that tonight. Instead, we're just gonna keep on trucking. And doing things like playing enough to unlock, like, you know, you can see here, we didn't play nearly all of Wario's games. Like, not even a fraction of them. And of course, like, as you go on, it gets harder and harder and harder and harder and faster and faster. And, yeah. What are you doing there? Oh, he's giving us a... You can see there might be a little bit of latency based on just the emulation. I've heard that emulators, just as a rule, add, like, some amount of just touchscreen latency. I'm not sure if that's something that can be fixed, or if that's something that is just a limitation inherent to the device, to the platform in general, and limited to, like, emulation in general, but I don't know. So far, so good. So far, it's playable, and really hasn't been a problem. Let's do Mona's level. I like how you don't have to do Jimmy. You can choose between Jimmy or Mona. In the first game, it's just Jimmy to start with for the second level. And then Mona is one of the second set. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. Downtown Diamond City. You're candy. What's up and welcome to Ear Candy, says the dog. We're gonna inject some sugary messages into your ear hole. Let me take the brightness down one scotch. Feel like it's hard to see, like the difference between some of those letters. I'll say it looks super clear on my screen, if that helps. Looks super sharp and good. I kind of wish I had a better desk cam. I'll say, like, I have the desk cam currently weighed down. Like, hey, let's go. Are we going? No, okay. Not yet. This is a Billboard ranking. I have the desk cam weighed down currently by I have strapped a hammer to it so that the hammerhead is at the bottom near the base, so it's not gonna move as I like jostle around a bit. I hope. Or fall over. If it fell over, that'd be really bad. So the little bit's, teetery. It has to sort of hang over the whole production and like record the whole thing from above. It's a concern. I wouldn't mind being able to do this sort of thing more regularly, having a desk cam. Maybe when I get a house, I'll try to make it so that I can do this sort of thing, but from the couch. Is she panicking because she lost the award? She didn't get #1? She's going down. Mona is. She has a whole organization of, like, combatants, I believe would be the word, to, back her up. Meanwhile, Mona is just a pizza delivery driver at this point. And, also a pop star, I guess. This is not working! This is supposed to work, right? Maybe only every couple seconds can you strum. That's odd. I forgot that every one of these things has, I guess, a little bit of a minigame before it actually starts into the action. A doofy little minigame, a doofy little... Not a micro game, I would call it a minigame. I've completely forgotten that aspect. Did anyone remember that aspect? If you remember that aspect, I'm impressed. And I'm also wondering if it's, like, as universal as it appears right now. Like, is it the case that every one of these has something? Who can say? There seemed to be a giant bird mech coming after us. Not good. Not good. Getting ready to go. Feeling good. It's like a weird dog. Cool is what it said on the... I wonder if you could read the word cool on that helicopter. I wonder if that is as clear as it is to me. The dialogue, the text looks pretty clear and good. I'm happy with that. It'll be even clearer if I hold it at a really good angle. Here we go! Yep! No! No! Yes! Oh boy! Okay, I think these are like slice-based minigames. Like, sliding the control... Sliding, not the controller. Your finger or the stylus up and down. One thing that's really good, the AYN Thor just had a hotfix relatively recently, and they made it so that, like, Android gestures don't work on the bottom screen, which is great. We'll make it so that I don't accidentally trigger those gestures but when I'm doing things near the edges, which is great, because I'm gonna be doing things all fucking over. And if a menu suddenly came up, that would be a concern. Match. There we go. That'd be bad. Solve. It's easy. One, okay. That's a puzzle, apparently. Pluck. Pull.
Loves me.
Yeah! Loves me. That's how, that's supposed to work. Be affirming of your self. Strike! Man, these are going by quick. Are they all this easy? Do they have all this few rounds before getting to a boss? I'm beginning to wonder, like, yeah, you know, I feel like as a kid, I beat this pretty damn quick. Like, way too damn quick. Maybe there was, like, a reason for that. Maybe it is just insanely easy to get through all these, scenarios. I'll say, by the way, I'm not sure, like... Oh, we're all going to the hot house. Okay, that's where the club is, where everyone's going to party. No, actually, no, that's where Mona is going. She's got a daytime job. She's doing alright. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, one thing to know is that, I'm not sure, like, if microphone games are a whole entire, arc. She's gotta deliver the pizza. She forgot about that. Uh-oh. Wait. Green hair. Seeing her opportunity here. What? She has, like, evil eyes on her, hat, which is the wrong color, of course. Mona is hat is red. This character seems fun. I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing her. Good color scheme, sort of a Mona, basically. Oh, now she's up there and it's cool and good and no one cares. Okay. I guess everyone cleared up because of her, but Wario's still here having a good time. Good luck. Yes. This is toughen up. Toughen up, please. Hey, give me the flan. At the very least, we get a little bit of a minigame that we can mess around with, in between levels. You can see I got this flan here, and I can make it wobble. Isn't that something? Wow, the DS is amazing. What amazing technology. The AYN Thor, also amazing. Wow. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Jimmy! We're doing Jimmy now! It almost seems like the intro cutscenes last longer than the micro games altogether. But that's fine, because the opening scenes are, like, charming. I'm gonna take my hand off the controller while this scene plays. Kinda hard to hold the thing up while having the, you know, the stylus in hand. Kind of You know, do you do a one hand or do you like hold it with half your hand? Sort of like this, you know, holding it with this part, but doing the touchscreen stuff with the other hand. It's a logistical question. I don't know yet. Look at him dance! Look at him dance! At this rate, we should probably do like some of the variety pack mode once we get to the end, and like try to do it with the stylus, the finger, and the longer stylus, and see how we feel. You know, it kind of seems like this is gonna be done in like get that out of there. Get that out of there. There we go. Yeah, ejected. It kind of seems like this is gonna go so fast that we'll have plenty of time, and I'll end up wishing that I got an extra 5 hours of sleep and just did this in the evening rather than the morning. Here we go. These guys are all watching Jimmy's text message. Let's do it. Yeah, that's a good dog!
Oh, yeah.
Look at that dog! It's a good dog! Chin up. 1, 2, 3. Rub. Oh god. Oh, I gotta just find the coin. I see the coin. Please, yes, okay, good. How uncovered is uncovered enough? Tickle?
Oh yeah.
Was I okay, good. Tickling either one was good. That's fine. We love it. Yeah!
Wow.
Spin. Oh. Just like rub it back and forth. Just like rub it back and forth. Well. Clean read there. That was a clean read.
Oh yeah.
The stick. Rub the stick back and forth. Another clean read.
Wow.
Should consider what I'm saying as I'm saying it. Rub.
Baby.
Ooh. Yeah, this is going by real damn quick. Rub the rainbow. Fill the bucket. There we go, I rubbed the rainbow.
Baby.
This game, I think, was really the DS's first all-star hit. I say that. I feel like when I first played it, I was kind of disappointed by how fast the campaign I was able to get through it. I do think, you know, at the time I thought it was faster than WarioWare, the original one, and now playing it again, it seems like, yeah, it really does have a lower bar, I think, per area, as far as I've seen so far, than the original WarioWare. I think that was the correct assessment, but it is worth noting that, like, there is a lot of, like, post-game content. There's a lot to be said for going for high scores in all these levels, and tons of unlockable crap that is worth noodling around with. And really, I do think this was the first real good showcase of the DS's touchscreen. In fact, probably still, to this day, one of the best touchscreen games. I should say, DS-style touchscreen games. Hey, Brown Diddley, how's it going? Other games that, like, I feel like Picross and Picross 3D, both of them, those two are also up there as far as, like, touchscreen showcases. There's kind of a bunch other, you know, but I do think Kirby's Canvas Curse, I do think the best of them are things like this, you know. And like the microgame format really lended itself to this sort of thing. Look, I'm moving around a little magnifying glass. There we go. And then I can see little organisms. Isn't that interesting? They had a lot of dumb little ideas for this thing. As you turn on the lights, all the guys that eat light are attracted to it. Alright. Is this the new Steam console, or is this some goofy DS? This is the AYN Thor. It's a dual-screen retro handheld that's pretty damn capable. And probably the retro handheld that I would recommend. I mean, I'll say, like, I'm not out there buying most every retro handheld, to be clear. Like, I bought this because I believed it would be the one for, like, the next year or two. For sure, until such time as, like, new emulators or, like, Steam OS, you know, emulation layer becomes a lot more, like, fleshed out. You know, but, I do think this is a hell of a thing, and I would recommend it, and I like it a lot. And, you know, I kind of wish on some level that I'd waited for this rather than getting the Retroid first, the Retroid Pocket Flip 2, which I gave to my sister when I got this one. This is a killer handheld, and I like it. Let's do this. Jame's Mix is the next level. This is one of those challenge type ones where you do the thing. You prefer the AYN Loki. There was the AYN Odin. That's the other one that they do. They do the AYN Odin. So the Thor is like a, you know, sort of another like you know, god to name a handheld off of. That's their landscape device, the Odin, and it's been around for a while. You know, their single screen landscape device. There we go. Oh boy. Pay attention, pay attention. We gotta... Jesus. Okay. We gotta be fast on the draw here. We gotta be fast on the draw. We gotta be... This is like second level difficulty now. All these micro games have like 3 levels of difficulty. Level 1, level 2, level 3. This mix is all the previous ones, but now on level 2. So it's like a level up, basically. So you see, instead of 3, we have 4. Yes, that's right, they're named after Norse myth. You are correct. Rub. Wow! That was some good rubbing. Pluck. No, come on! Ah! I was so plucking. Ooh. Tap in order. Yes! Okay, good. God, yeah, we gotta be faster than this. We gotta be faster. We gotta stay on point, or we will lose, and we will have to restart. Gooden! I think if you hit the screen too many times, it'll crack. So that's like the thing that is the danger there. That was some serious funkitude. This gal is correct in her assessment of our funkitudinous. Ah. Now we got 3 whole new characters. Excellent. Also, come on, alien dude. Come on down so I can get the minigame. I feel like we should screw around with every minigame in between the things. That's been real fun. I think it'll continue to be fun. This is just a metronome. You can grab the thing and, like, increase it. Wow. Like, make it real slow. Make it swing farther or less far. But, regardless of how far it goes, the pace will be the same. 90 is good. That's not quite 90. That's 87. 87 isn't 90. Do you enjoy this? Is this enjoyable, Twitch chat? YouTube chat? Do you like this? Is this the content? Brown Diddley says yes. Okay, good. We love it. Excellent. I could sit back now and just let the content flow. Just let the content flow. Sort of, it's free. Anywho, let me get that high BPM again. Yeah, look at how fast it's going. Wow. That's content. That's content, baby. Okay. That's enough of that. Who should we do? Crygor. Crygor. That's right. It's Crygor time. Slightly unscrewed. That's right. The way that these, I believe all these things work, except for the Nintendo Retro one, which is later, is they all have a theme. Like in this case, we're gonna be like doing circles, basically. Crygor has an invention. You can kind of see where this is going. Oh, I thought we would have to spin the wheel. We don't. He's got it. Good job, Crygor. Now we spin the wheel. Wow, he's merged with the apple? What? Whatever, let's do this. Oh, God. Oh, what the hell? Please, please work. Please work! What was I doing wrong there? I don't know. Maybe not small enough circles. All these other circles are working great. So, I don't know. I had it dialed in at the last second there, I thought. Tilt. Yeah! You always hated clockwise spinning on touchscreens? I don't feel like I have much of a preference one way or the other, but that is 12 a.m. But you know, I don't know that the spinning is the best possible interface for these things. I don't know. Oh, fuck, there's like an archer there. Wow, we really are nearly dead, but the boss stage is here. We just gotta beat it. We are controlling... Oh god. A little car. This is not the best way to control a driving game. I don't know if you can tell, but It works! You don't know why you can't spin clockwise? I don't know either. Oh, that was close. That was damn close right there. Okay. Blowing some dust off real fast. There's some dust on the screen on the thing. You should do Mario Party DS campaign sometime? Huh. Maybe. I'll say, I do feel like if I do another stream like this, it has to be as good an idea as like this is, you know, a playthrough of a touch-intensive game that really benefits from using the touch screen in this manner. But, you know, I don't know how many other games there are like that. And also, a lot of them would be perfectly fine just playing them off the computer, which would allow them to be bigger and allow me to be on my couch. Though I'll say, like, maybe when I get the house, maybe I'll try to make it so that I can play games like this, you know, on a desk cam situation. Okay, that'll do. Play it from the couch. I think that'd be nice. And also, it'd mean that I could, like, consolidate the stream setups into one stream setup. All from the couch, all the time. No more desk cam, maybe, in the future. We got another stupid minigame thing here. Maybe this was a swipe minigame, even though it was like about rotation, the whole thing. Maybe I was supposed to swipe the snowball. Look, I made a snowman. Isn't that nice? Fuck your snowman! Get out of here, snowman. We need room for a new snowman. Frosty ass motherfucker. It is worth noting, by the way, that the DS could be jank, DS touchscreen games could be jank, and some amount of the jank could be on the game itself, not necessarily the handheld. Please understand, please understand. We'll leave that guy alive. I think it's ninja time. I think it's Cat and Anna time. Let's watch the opening scene here go through. Resting my arms against the mat. They're getting a little, like, sweaty. I'm gonna, like, lean back a bit. Did it suddenly go really orange? That's odd. Whatever. The capture. I have the light being a little bit orangey. That's like lighting it from above. I figure that'll help like make the yellow button there just look a little bit more yellow. Like it's very easy for this B button to get blown out. I feel like this might be a camera issue. Like maybe get a better desk cam and I won't have that issue. When I got this desk cam, I just ordered the first one that I saw. You know, I just ordered like write a note. Hi. We're good. It's done. Oh, maybe it should have been bye, actually. Whatever. I wasn't paying attention to the story. Maybe get a better one in the future. I don't know how many further opportunities we'll have for desk camery. I'll say I didn't originally get this camera to record retro handhelds like this. I got got it to... Oh, come on, that was catch-upped enough. We gotta pay attention. Off to a great start. What's up, baby? To be continued. Fabulous. Seems like maybe it's adjusting the white balance, like just, oh fuck. Just like dynamically or something. Bit weird. Just stay put. I feel like. Just leave it as is. Don't change it all of a sudden. That's a mustache. Sure. Come on. Yes, good. Okay. That one looked difficult. Yes. I'm supposed to grade. Who's that? I think we're at the boss, so we're good. We just have to finish this. We just have to not die. And we got this. Oh, this is a good one. This could be a whole iPhone game. Wasn't it? I think it was. Oh. Wasn't this a game on iPhone? Real, like, true platforms, or am I thinking of this game? I believe there's, like, several extended versions of this that you, get minigame-wise. We found the monkey. I guess we were looking for a monkey. I'm always looking for a monkey. They love it! New Super Mario Brothers game? Oh yeah, maybe that was it, yeah. Yeah, that tracks. That's probably what I'm thinking of. Maybe. Actually, I didn't play New Super Mario Brothers at the time. So it probably wouldn't be that. Because I remember it from the time. Probably also there's a minigame in here of that. Or was there one in like, Mario 64 DS? Might have been one in Mario 64 DS. The alien is going to drop us off. Yeah, a version of that minigame right here, right now. Yeah, there's Orbit. Orbit Ball. Now you can see the way that I have these screens is that the top screen is bigger, so they're not really quite lined up. But it's fine, because in most cases that's not important. In this case, it is a little bit important. You can see like the alignment issue can be a little weird to see. In such cases, you can like shrink the top screen if you really want to, but I think I'd rather just, you know, I think I'd rather just, struggle through. You think New Super took 364 DS minigames, actually? Right, yeah, that makes sense. I think that was a thing at the time, like, just reusing the minigames, you know? You think about the Mario Advance series that also did that. Ashley. All the Advance games, Mario Advance games, had the same minigame, had the same Mario Brothers arcade in there. It's time for Ashley. I'm gonna put this down for a second. Yeah, just all of them, please. Including the crystal ball. I don't know if the crystal ball is really an ingredient, but, whatever. I'm gonna take a drink of water while this cutscene is playing out. Ah! My throat is a little sore, but we will get through. I feel like we're coming up on like halfway through the game at this point. Over halfway. It's been like an hour. So yeah, we'll be getting through this relatively quickly. Might take some tries. Might take some attempts. Porting the minigames to a new game and console was great. Wish they continued keeping the minigames around. Well, I'll say, like, I think the DS ones in there were original to the DS. But yeah, you know, it was kind of neat. I guess in the modern day, it'd be easier just to do, like, a NSO exclusive type thing, you know, and have that be your minigame offering rather than have it be in the games themselves. This game, in this we seem to be picking stuff up and dragging it as our main thing. Let's do this. We sneeze? Yeah, I gotta fuck this nose. Apparently that was good. The nose did not sneeze, even though we fucked it good. I guess we just... Well, this is, I was trying to be a little bit bawdy, and then the game did me. Well, I don't know. I did say fucking a nose. That's, like, beyond the pale, isn't it? A spoon? This is a great looking game. Doesn't this one look great? This micro game in particular. Like it's 3D kind of a little bit. Unlike a lot of these that are just like stylish 2D. It almost looks... It might be 3D, I'm not sure. Dang it. It's fine, we got to the boss stage. See you later, Chard. This is a bullet hell where we control the earth. You can see there I got the earth under my stylus. I gotta, like, you know, avoid the projectiles. If I, like, run my earth into... into those things, is that good? Probably bad. I rescued an astronaut. He's gonna be fine. Now I have a moon that shoots. Oh crap, I thought I was done. I was gonna, like, now I'll do it. Put the fist up, you know? Victory and all that. That was pretty good. I think that was excellent, actually. Oh. That's okay. Ashley is nice. Starting to feel better. I'm feeling alright. Really good to go for the distance, you know? We will finish this game. It will be good. We are just tearing right through it. I guess they probably just thought that these micro games were can be so finicky. You only want to do so many of them before you get to a boss, or else you'll be hurting, you know? If you have to do, like, a whole bunch. Here's another one of those, midway games. One of those, like, checkpoints. We have to beat this dude's ass. Bring in the alien, though. Let me get my minigame. Oh, this one's weird. I kind of remember this one. This one you rotate, and it makes a guy move. And if you go fast enough, he sort of like starts to run. You can, like, rewind it if you want. That's it. That's the thing. That's the whole minigame. You got it? You got it. Let's do James T. Another one of these, like, checkpoint compilation mixes. James's Mix is what this is called. We should, when I'm doing the timestamps, I'll be sure to put mix in on these ones. They also come with no story, which is, what the hell? That was painted! You kidding me? They also come with, no story, which means they start right the fuck up, which is real nice and lovely. I mean, I'll say the story is good, but... wanna hang out? But it can't get a little bit much. I gotta fuck this nose! There we go, we fucked the nose. Squeeze. Yummy! Yeah, no, you want to put that much ketchup on. I always do, like, one line one way, and then one line the other way. And, that's how... I do. Jeez, it's finicky getting the starting point. Whew. Alright. Oh, that was too close. Follow the thing on the top screen. There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ass. We're down to 1 life left. Will this be our first failure? Bad? Yeah, I think some of these, like, the kanji tracing minigame is, hard for us Westerners who don't know the rules of, kanji. That's right, we got an L for the first time this stream. You really have to, I think, do really tight circles. I don't understand that one at all. Fab. I like this stubby little stylus. It's pretty authentic, feels pretty good. I think it is proving its worth. Gobble. Connect. Baby. I think we're doing pretty well. Yeah. This one was hard.
Oh yeah.
But I got it this time. How many levels do we have to do? Like 10, 15?
Oh yeah.
10, 15, 20? Oh god, multiple times. Okay. 3, 10. You gotta understand how a clock works for that one. That one might be difficult for the kids these days.
Come on.
Come on! Damn it. Gotta be faster. Okay, we got boss stage. What's it gonna be? Draw a line. Okay. Again, this is level 2 now, so we got a higher difficulty level. But it's good, we got it! Let's fucking go! Yeah! 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 You got some smooth moves. That's right, I think that's another WarioWare game. That'd be a fun one to do. WarioWare smooth moves. I never had that one, actually, as a kid. So never played it. Shoulda done. Let's do the alien micro game. Let's play the alien thing. Ooh. A souvenir went to the toy room. There's a whole room of toys here that you fill up. So yeah, there's a lot of like interactable crap in here that you unlock that you get. This one isn't touch-based. This one is just like L and R, and one player does the top screen, one player does the bottom screen, and you can see like, oh, you know, you're supposed to have your other player on the other side. This is not a thing you did on the DS ever. This was a fun idea. I don't think this ever like really panned out. I don't think like any other games. I cannot think of any other games that ever messed around with ideas like this after WarioWare. But it's interesting. I'll give it that much. Cool idea. You just hit a button, though. Like, you should probably have multiple controllers. This is like tabletop mode Nintendo Switch before tabletop mode Nintendo Switch. Which, by the way, also is a mode that, like, no one used because, yeah, it's a silly idea that didn't pan out. Bring it to a close here. Come on. Oh no, I missed. Actually, I did try to hit it there. How many points do you have to get to win this? Is there a limit, or does it just go? Ping pong, isn't that like tennis rules? Where it's like love, whatever? Does it go to like 21 like volleyball? I guess it just goes as long as you want. It quit. Okay, that's fine. Let's do Mike. Let me say, disclaimer before we get into this. The way Mike games work on DS emulation is actually one of the limitations of DS emulation. Even if you have a microphone, which I believe that I do, I believe this is my microphone, it will instead just have a toggle where it can be toggled on and off, and I believe when it's on, it's fully on, and when it's off, it's fully off. So I have mapped that to clicking, I forget which stick. Oh yeah, this stick has changed the camera. Wait. Hang on, I think I might have screwed up my settings here. Let me just check my input. I think I have it mapped to clicking one of the sticks. Let me see. Thumb, left thumb. Okay. And swap screens. Let me just clear this out so that it's... I guess that's why swap screen wasn't working on the right thumb button. It's because I changed it to... And maybe if you have something else mapped to it, it doesn't do anything. Funny. Okay, so left stick click is how I'm going to toggle on and off the microphone. I believe it is off right now, but we'll see as soon as it asks us to do any mic stuff. Should I pretend that it works? I'm not 100% sure how it works, like if toggling off and on does make it so that it supports the uses the microphone or what. I believe it's just like full blast at all times. Alright. That was it. That was the thing. This one maybe is gonna be a little bit, odd as things go. Like, again, like, limitation of the thing. But also, let me just say that, like, the microphone gimmicks on the DS were, not great to begin with. So, like, the fact that they're weird here is, like, fine. You know, the fact that no one bothered to do it. It wasn't really fun to have to go like, ah! It was like this. Ow! It was just like constant yelling. Or just going like, damn it! It was constant like going, or just going like, ah! It was weird. I wouldn't recommend it. Woo! Look at that, I blew. Basically, the microphone gimmicks on the DS originally, they blew. It's fine that modern emulation doesn't, like, emulate it, legitimately. Because they were bad ideas, they were badly executed. And had no, nuance. Just get SpongeBob's air horn in front of the mic. That was the way to do it! Land. What the hell does that mean? So... maybe just it's like survival. Is this the boss? This is way too long to be just some random micro game. This is the boss already. Wow, that was fast. I mean, I'll say again, it's kind of a mercy. To be clear, micro games are kind of booty. Also, by the way, if this was actually a mic and actually like sensing us, probably as I'm talking, it would be picking up all that and treating it as a blow, which was a little bit suck-ass, basically. Don't get too happy, Mike. Don't get too excited. Chill out, Mike. Chill out, Mike. That said, I do believe we have the piece de la resistance. What the fuck did I just say? I think the next one is for sure the best one of the bunch. But first we have to, of course, mess around with whatever the micro game, whatever the mini game is that we unlocked. By the way, during this whole game, I'm not using the actual speakers, because capturing that would be a nightmare. I've instead plugged in a, microphone, mic cable, into the thing, and plugged that into the computer. It's fine. If it was the other way, it'd be, frankly, I don't know how I would capture that effectively, and I don't know how the actual retro handheld people do it on a regular basis. The speakers are fine, I'll say. Perfectly good for playing games or doing stuff like playing one game on one screen, watching a video on the other screen. You know, perfectly suitable. And there's like some pretty good like quality of life stuff where you can set the top screen and bottom screen volumes independently, which is pretty cool and chill. I'm just realizing the top screen is not set to full. That's fine because I'm taking it down a notch anyway in OBS. So it's like literally fine. We got another souvenir. This one is Grandma Simulator. What? Oh. I hit move by mistake. Hello, dear. Blow. I'd like to share some advice. Blow. Or tap. Will you humor your grandma? I'll tap on the T. Blow. Take naps? That's good advice, actually. I do like a nap, honestly. It's true, grandmama. That's actually good advice, people. Listen to the virtual grandma. Naps are good. Jesus, I could use a nap. I would like a nap. I got like maybe... I got a lot less sleep than I wanted to last night. Like I said, I spent like 6 hours more than I expected building this thing last night. It was kind of a whole nightmare, hard thing, tricky as all hell. If you're going to do something like building a 6x6 cube of a custom disposition, use a fucking guide. Don't do what I did and just like try to freehand it for like an hour. And even the non-freehanding parts took hours and hours. Ooh, that was a bad scene. Oh. Maybe I'll take a nap when this stream is done. I should probably stay awake because I got Thanksgiving stuff in the daytime on Thursday. You know, on Thanksgiving, so I should probably not sleep. Let's do it. It's 9 volt and 18 volt. Retro action. I do believe... This might not surprise anyone because this is typically the case in these games, but I believe these two guys' arc, these two guys' like album is the best. Let's look at the story and then I'll big it up as we get into it. These two guys' level is the best level in this game. Now, this is usually the case in these games because the Nintendo retro aesthetic and being able to mine like all of Nintendo for microgame ideas is just very cool and good, but also, unlike all the previous levels, this is not just one thing. There's a mix of like rotating, tapping, sliding, slicing, all of the previous verbs that the previous levels have presented. As a result, this is the most gameplay variety any one level contains. Let's see it in action in a second. Here we go! Pop in the game. Oh, you can't actually touch that one. The wrong one. Look at that, they have a GameCube. That's how you do it. That's the way to go. Let's go! So here you see some tapping. Some more tapping. This is some, like, dragging, I guess. Touching and dragging. Some more touching and dragging. We got variety here. Tapping again. Tap, tap, tap. God! I thought I was shooting good. It's fine, it's good. Let's do this. We got it. I like how this one, there's a virtual Game Boy Advance there. That must be... what the hell? Got it! Okay, that was tapping again. I was... Stop, what the hell, but, it's just tapping. God! Jesus! That's cool. I like these virtual controller ones. Is this last one gonna be like Mario? It's almost a shame. This was one of the shorter levels. These are some of the best, oh, this is like, Nope. Nope. Shit. Okay, if we miss one, it's over, so we gotta be really good. They're 3D now. Wow, what technology? Did you see how 3D that was? That's a good way. That's I love that. They look so cool. 3D on the DS always looked cool. Just being able to have 3D on a handheld was at that point magic. If you can believe it. That was magic at the time. Now we're running like PS3 games off devices like this, and they almost, you know, run. You know, that would be magic now, getting PS3 running on this, and it almost does. Limitations of PS3 emulation aside. Wii U runs. Compatibility aside. That's magic now. But back then, just 3D at all was, like, impressive. Okay, we got another souvenir. I believe we have... You know what? Shit, I think we might be basically at the end here. And we can do a little bit of, like, drawing. A little bit of Mario Paint type action. I think we... Touch points here are a little bit weird. I think I'm tapping correct, but it's just... Apparently I have to tap over it? How the... Kind of hard to do this, actually. That's too hard! That... Precision! You know, I need, like, a zoom to, like, really hit all the, places that I did. Let me just say, just because something is fiddly on the AYN Thor doesn't mean it wasn't also fiddly on a, original DS. Like, keep in mind, like, the original DS screens were, like, a fraction of what the screen is here. Like, it was much smaller. I mean, like, look, here's the DS, and here's this. It's a larger screen now. So, like, that was probably even more hellish back then. To be clear. Let's do it. I think we're at the finale. Wow, shit. It's, been not even 2 hours. No, yeah, as a kid, I remember beating it really quickly, but and being kind of disappointed by how fast it went, but really just surprised how true that was. We really should have done this in the evening, right? And I could have slept in, like, Wario is doing right now. That would have made me feel better, indeed, just like Wario is thinking. And, we'd be able to get through the game nice and clean. That said, on a holiday day, on a day I have the day off on, perfectly good to do an earlier stream. Stay awake, get the schedule better. Gotta poke these guys who are ravaging our little garlic buddies in there. Munch? Oh, we gotta like drag these things to the garlic. The garlic eats the infection. And I become Super Wario. Wario Man. Was this new at the time? This might have been new at the time. Wario Man. I forget if Wario Man was also in the first one. Oh, look at this. This is 3D. Wow. Wow. Oh, I probably should have started stopping earlier. It's okay! It's good! We didn't have time there to... We had a little bit of time to appreciate the 3D, but only just. Here, there's some two-step micro games. We have to do one thing, and then do another thing. That's cool, that's good. I hope there's like 20 levels to this. Strip! Oh, we didn't get his socks off. That's, dang. Excellent! I love that, that sound bite. Really reminds me of, the Wario Land games, which I believe they're also in. Terminate. That dog had a mustache. Sometimes dogs do have mustaches. Like, you know, like, Wheatons sometimes do. You know, they have, like, furry little faces. But, not like a Wario mustache, I don't think. Do I have to drum, or do I have to hit the person? I don't know, but let's do this. Eat shit, Wario! Alright, we got a boss stage. This is final boss of the game. Shit. Bushwhack. Oh no, I got hit by a hair. Okay, we gotta like bushwhack better. We gotta really shave. We gotta shave effectively. Avoid the drippy drips. What? Oh! Fuck. Oh. Okay, try number 2. Attempt number 2, we got this. It's kind of, honestly, a good thing to do it again, because now we get to see more micro games. Assuming we don't see 16 of the same we saw last time. We saw this last time. We saw this one last time. We saw this last time. So far, benefits of going again are, not exactly manifesting. Overpromising, under-delivering. We saw this one again last time! Socks! Socks again! I get didn't do the socks again. Something different now, please, obviously. Nope, nope, we've seen this one. Dog with a mustache, dog with a mustache. I have no words. We've seen this one again, as well. How many in a row? Can we get through this whole thing with just seeing ones that we've seen before? That seems ridiculous, but so far... Christ! How? What are the odds? Seriously, what the hell? Seriously? Yeah. Entire thing, all repeats. Entirely repeats! Entirely repeats! Not a single one new! What the hell? What are the odds? Well, maybe there's like 14 games. No, I'm pretty sure there's like 20, probably. We got pretty unlucky. I got a bushwhack while I'm dodging the snot. Got it! Now we just gotta escape. We gotta get the treasure first. And now we escape. Yeah! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now I drag Wario up and down to sort of like, you know... Yeah! I can't believe we got all repeats that second time. That's... What are the odds? We gotta check the odds after this cutscene. Stouter than a baked potato. Something something. I am Wario Man. Poor Wario. Poor Wario. Hey, it's credits. Hey, there's the credits there, I guess. It's just the people who, the characters. It's not like actual credits. So, you know, we'll just leave it as is. Do we want to do some final thoughts over credits like I sometimes do when I play through games? Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, this is the first really good touchscreen game. This is the first game that really, like, executed on the idea, made so many minigames, so many micro games, so many little interactable bullshit things. I do think it is disappointing and, like, distressing, like, how fast you can beat the game. Like, seriously, we weren't even here for 2 hours and we're past the finish line. Actually, there is still content to be done. There are still challenge modes. There are still, like, obviously, you know, a lot of these mini-games to be unlocked. I think you can, like, hit a button and yeah, if you hit a range, everyone, like every empty spot around the outsides will be filled by someone over time. So, like, you know, you want to keep on messing around, you want to keep on playing, and I think that is enough to give this game its value. That, and of course, like, when you got a DS, like, this is the game to really test it out, to really put it to its paces. This is the game that'll really, oh, here's the actual credits. We'll let those run real fast. This is the game that you get to really put it through its paces, to, like, test out the touchscreen, to get the mileage out of it. And I think for that, it is one of the best. Again, I really wish the campaign was a little harder, I guess, but I guess they just thought it was so finicky that, like, some minigames, some microgames will always screw you over, will always be a little bit hard to do in the time, such that they wanted to just, like, say, okay, you know what, make it so that you only have to do, like, 12 to 15 per, and then if you want to do more, you know, come back and go for high score, go wild, and, it all works itself out. It's all, good. Volume's good, by the way, right? Yeah, perfectly good. I think this is a lovely game, and if you've never played it, and you get like an AYN Thor, or I was gonna say like a Wii U, but you know, though you could play DS games off the Wii U, I don't think you actually can buy them anymore, so that's right out. If you have the opportunity to play this on a modern device while acquiring a legal copy and then backing up in a legal fashion, you know, you gotta do that, you know. Keep in mind. It's against the law if you don't, you know? I'm pretty sure. In a legal fashion, if you have the opportunity to acquire this game and play it, it's a great game. And I think, like, as far as touchscreen games go, this is one of the best. And this is one of the, like, definitely most iconic DS games that there was. And despite its shortness of the initial campaign, like I said, there's plenty of content to be had post-game, plenty of content to be had in the long term. It's a lovely thing, and, you know, despite my initial reaction when I first played it all those years ago, I think that, over the following month, you know, after the first day, the first afternoon, the first 2 hours, 3 hours or so, I did get the mileage out of it. I did play plenty. I unlocked everything, you know, and, you know, a lot of that was also just very fun to mess around with. Very fun to play, very fun to do. We are not done here tonight, folks. Let's, play the infinite mode for a bit, and we'll try with Stylus, we'll try with, bigger Stylus. We'll try with Stylus, we'll try with bigger Stylus, and we'll try with, finger. Okay? Does that make sense? And we'll see, like, which way gets us the farthest. Is this Stylus worth getting? And worth buying from the one guy that sells it off Etsy, and who has a big, massive, backlog, considering that, like, he's the only one who seems to be in that market right now. I'll say, I would like it if it was made out of plastic rather than metal, so that, like, if my apartment was really cold, it wouldn't, like, be really, really cold. You know, similar to how, like, a plastic stylus would be. Like, I'd honestly prefer it to be made out of the same material as, like, this, versus, like, a aluminum tube, basically, but it works, it's good, I like it, and the, touch point seems like the most accurate sort of touch input that you can get, compared to, you know, a finger, or like a, this one has, like, both kinds. This one has, like, a tip that has, like, a thumb-based tip, and one that's, like, the precision. We can try both. We'll try thumb-based, and we'll try the precision, and we'll try the thumb. So we'll do 4 rounds of the infinite mode. How about? Does that make sense? And you can screw this onto either end, by the way, so if you want to, like, cover up the precision end, you can do that. Or if you want to cover up the wide end, that's also an option. That game's great. It's a great game. Would recommend. I like making these the checkerboard cube into sort of a watermelon looking pattern. That to me is very fun. Side note. Okay. We have finished the game. We have given final thoughts, but we are not done yet tonight, folks. Like I said, we're going to play this mode here, Monster Megamix, and we're gonna do it 4 times. First with the stylus, then with this stylus, then with the other side of this stylus, which has a more wide sensor. You know, it's one of those mesh soft. I can show it. It has one of these on it, like an eraser style one. And then we'll try with finger. So 4 times. This first time, small stylus. Let's do it. And we'll end after that. And then we'll be back on Tuesday, or Friday for Extra Life. Woo! Gotta get that set up tomorrow, which I will do. And get it all prepared, considering that, like, Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be busy. Oh. Is that it? Yeah. Kinda hard to see the coin there. Tonight, it's not that late. You're right. It's like 4 o'clock here, where I am. I am too used to night streams, evening streams, today. I don't know how to change the words that I say to adjust to the time that it is. A lot of it's off reflex, you know? It's fine, it's good. If you're watching the VOD, you don't even know what time it is, because it's some other time in the future. Also worth noting, since we never did any, like, longer term mode, but when you finish a boss, you get, like, a refresh of your lives. You get, like, 1 life back. I don't know that this has that, though. I feel like this might just be exclusively 550. Seriously? That was not 550? Excelente! Blow! I'm gonna pretend I'm blowing, even though, again, the blow gimmick is just a toggle on... what did I do? I accidentally hit pause? Oh, up on the... Weird. Shit, I don't know how that one works. Up on the D-pad is a, Up on the D-pad is your pause when you're playing one-handed like this, so, let me pause and remap that so that it's a little less, worth noting. Okay, stick clicking is a bad input for that, considering that up is used to pause when you're playing it one-handed. Am I using... Which one am I using for... I'm using both. Let me just... You know what? Let me make L2 L, and then I'll make L1, that is to say the bumper, into the toggle for... Where is that? Toggle microphone there. That'll have to do. Okay. Okay, here we go. Honestly, it'd be cool if it was like a hold down. I'm not sure if that's an option in, Spin, 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 spin. I'm not sure if that's an option in Melon DS, which I believe is the emulator that I'm using tonight. I think there's another one like Desume that you can get. I don't think that's like actively supported that much. And also, I don't know if it supports 2-screen layouts like this. I was not fast enough there. Alright, we have 1 life left. Let's make a count. Yeah. Okay, good. Good. You gotta make sure to, like, face the right direction when you actually throw and release. This one's fucked. That one's never worked for me. Dragging the nets. All that. Okay, there's our first one. with the small stylus. Second Monster Megamix round. We're now using the larger stylus, the larger one here. Let's see if we can get farther using the larger one. I'm gonna put the thing down a little bit more, since this one is a lot bigger and clunkier to use. Definitely feeling the impact already. Like, I feel like with using this one, I can't exactly hold it up as easily with the same hand that I hold the stylus in. I want it to be farther away. With this one, obviously, a lot of the muscle memory of just, like, writing in general comes in. Like, this is a much more familiar experience, I think, in general. But, definitely comes with trade-offs, for sure. As we will see, as we, Oh, jeez. Fuck. Every time, the touch point is weird on that one. That one might just be weird, though, to be clear. Like, some of these might not be the fault of the input device. That looks good. Oh, we gotta prevent him from popping out. That's, yeah. No, the drumming is just a side thing. Blow! Again, for the record, the blowing is based on a toggle in Melon DS, rather than the microphone, which I do believe this thing has, but, whatever, it's probably better as a toggle anyway. Less of a pain in the ass, you know? Shoot it, Metroid. Or Samus, what the fuck am I saying? I know Samus's name. Sweet! That's sort of like a Fruit Ninja before there was Fruit Ninja. Hey, did you know that Nintendo invented Fruit Ninja? Like, 5 years before Fruit Ninja? They did! It's true! You just saw it! Or any of these other mini-games, micro-games, like, really popular phone games right now? There's not like a chin-up phone game, right? Also, like, I don't know if Fruit Ninja is still actually popular, if it's just... if that's, like, kind of way out of date, as far as, like, references go, mobile game references go. Fortnite probably is... actual games probably are more popular than things like Cut the Rope and all that now, right? Or What's Up Baby. There's no game called What's Up Baby, but there was. That'd be what it looked like. I think we're going a little bit farther. Let's see if we can get to 30. I feel like I have to, like, touch a little bit lower than it actually looks. That's probably not a fault of the thing. It's just, like, the way touch works. Like, this kind of touch works versus... Ah! There we go. That's it. I think we beat our high score. Maybe a lot of that... well, first off, I think a lot of that was just, like, luck of the draw. There are some micro games that just are shit. Are clunky, or are jank. And the other thing was, it is nice having it down on a solid surface rather than holding it. That might have been an advantage. Round 3. Round 3, we'll be using the tip of the thing. This tip. The more finger-like tip, less precision-like grip. This one. So we'll see how this works. I believe that a precision tip is better than a non-precision tip just about any day of the week, but let's just see how far we can get. If we can just, like, test that theory. Also, worth noting, luck of the draw will be a big thing. Like, if we get easy micro games versus hard ones. We'll see what happens. Like, some of them it doesn't really matter. Like, you see that one. Any precision would be good enough. Not that hard to snip. Here we go. Drawing is a little bit hard with this one. Relatively. Dragging a circle around. Not bad at all. Rotating. That might have been easier. It might be easier in some cases where you don't have to worry about, like, how flat your tip is. You know, you don't have to worry about whether it's making good contact, like it always will, if it is just, like, tapping into it. You know, you don't have to worry, like, oh, I'm hitting the side or something. You know, you don't have to be like, oh, no, well, my tip is, I'm hitting it with the side. I don't... In a lot of cases, that precision is not necessary. But whatever. Ah! Socks again! Always with the socks! The socks got us. I feel like in that case, I was grabbing things that I wasn't meaning to grab. So maybe some cases here where the lack of precision is an issue. But, like, I will say I've been feeling some amount of lack of precision in general. Maybe Android devices are built to compensate for this sort of touch variance. Where, like, this center tap, precision tap, isn't really expected, so, you know, you're not, it's built more for this than for the other. So this might end up feeling more accurate anyhow. Tap in order? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What is the order? Red, blue, green? What? There's no order there. I didn't get that one. I still don't understand. If someone understands, check the tape. What was the deal there? What did I miss? Feel free to check. Let me know. Pigs. I need to be faster with the pigs! Yummy. I think we're tying our record here. Actually, no, I think we're just passing it. This also might be a thing where the more tries I do, the better I get. Whew. One more. There we go. There we go. We're on our last life and we're up to the 3rd level, so... Please let me tickle you! There we go. Jeez. Whew. I feel like frantic sort of motions are easier with this due to the... Wow, okay, shit. You have to spin a lot better than that to get that toilet paper done. Highest score so far with the kludgy end. Like I said, part of that is probably luck of draw. Probably another part of that is just, compared to the precision end, compared to the stubby little guy. I will say, I still think I prefer, performance aside, the stubby little guy, just insofar as it's easier to use while holding the device, and I think for that it is valuable. But, round 4, finger. I'm gonna play these just with my finger. This is the last round, last time we're gonna do it. How about one more with the stubby, just to see if we do better on a second attempt. You know, maybe try to see, like, is it down to how many attempts I do, how many times I've done this, I get better, etc. We'll do one more round after this, actually. An encore. Again, this is round 4, finger. And I'll use whatever finger I please. In this case, I'm using the middle finger because it's a little bit longer. But I could use the pointer as well. Pointer feels more awkward than middle finger. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty confident. I feel like we got this time. You would think this would be the least accurate, but because I feel like it works perfectly fine, you know. I will say, before this small stylus arrived... Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it! Before this small stylus arrived, I've been playing like most... I still don't know how you do this. Oh, maybe you click on where the hand needs to go, rather than, like, dragging. Shit, we've lost, like, all but one of our lives really fast. This might be the worst one, actually. This might be the, worst performance that we do. Again, maybe that makes sense. I've been playing, like, most touchscreen games, like Picross DS, Picross 3D, just with finger so far, but maybe in the future I'll be more likely to use the... Oh god, Fruit Ninja, Fruit Ninja! Good, okay. Nintendo invented it, don't you know? Do the kids like Fruit Ninja still? Is that something the kids care about? They're too busy with their Fortnite and their Roblox and one more hair. Good, okay. To care about Fruit Ninja, perhaps. Or maybe they have, like, you know, Rick and Morty, the game that the dad plays, where you pop balloons. Maybe they play that these days. Maybe, like, little kids, like preschoolers and all that. We're actually doing alright. We've gotten into the mid, Oh god, oh god! Please, no! I don't know why that candle wouldn't light. The precision was weird. Okay, yeah, that's probably a finger-based loss there. I think we... It looks like it's not, like, lighting up the 26, so I think we tied probably the first time, which was, this. The precision one. One last round. One more round with the stubby one. I'm gonna lay it down mostly to have it be a fair comparison with the other ones, where I was mostly having it laid down on a table. On this table, you know, the one that you're seeing. Man, this does feel good. I feel like we should be able to do better, but it will depend on what mini-games we get, what micro-games we get. This sort of thing can, you know, luck of the draw, man. Luck of the draw. Also, if you're bad at the game. Yummy! That didn't look that good to me, but whatever. Fuck the nose, there we go. Ooh. Sweet talk. That one's free. Look up. It's frog. Punch the motherfucker. The precision there is really... asked for a lot there, I think, honestly. Like, that skeet shooting is one of the tougher ones. Yeah! Like, some of these touch points are huge, and other touch points are just, like, teeny tiny. You know, this was one of the first touchscreen-based games, so, like, I do believe you can forgive it some amount of, like, clunkiness insofar as, like, yeah, no, they didn't know quite how generous to be. A, B, C. Oh, thank God, we actually did it. We actually did it! We did it for once! Oh, thank Christ. We beat our previous, score with the touch stylus, but, sometimes the touch points are weirdly precise, unfortunately. And when that's the case, it can be hard, no matter what stylus you're using. No matter what input device you're using. What the? We lost on a voice control one. Instantly, I don't know what happened there. I guess we were blowing at the wrong time. The champion, as far as these rounds go, apparently was this one. But really, I do believe it was by a nose. I do believe that, honestly, whatever device you're using, it's probably fine. And probably, like, will give you similar performance. If we did, like, 10 more rounds of each one, I bet they'd basically all be about the same. Adjusted for, like, you know, improved performance round in, round out, you know, getting better, etc. Ooh. Well, folks, I think that's a stream. I think that's all she wrote. There are more modes that open up over time. Like here, there's a hardcore mix. Let's go out on hardcore mix. Okay, one round of hardcore mix with the, I'm gonna use the little one. I'm gonna use the little one for this, even though the kludgy one actually won. I believe what this is just like micro games, but they start at the max level. If I'm not, mistaken. Also, you get, one try. Okay, this is instant death. So this might be quick. The first game we get that is, an ass is gonna be the end of us. I like that he was holding up a little DS there. It's very cool to me when the game references the platform it's on, hardware of the platform, etc. That's, dope as hell. I like that about this game. I honestly don't know how I did that. Looked like a very precise touch and swipe. But we live, we live. Lift and drop, and I think we'll have to do it twice. We got past 10. That's pretty good. Ooh. Harrowing. Harrowing? Harrowing. Tilt. God. Yeah! Oh. Up this. Damn! Yeah, no, those touch points are really hard to hit. Really damn precise. 15's not bad, I'll take it. That's, I think that's gonna do it for tonight. Obviously, you know, clearly there continue to be, like, more post-game sets of games. The gnarly mix is... What's the difference between monster? It's kind of unclear what the difference is between monster and gnarly, but I think we're good. I think we got it. I think that is enough WarioWare for today. Just noticed this this stylus cap has been in the middle of the frame for a bit. That's fine. That's good. I'm actually gonna cap up the I'm gonna cap up this side. Well, folks, I want to thank y'all for joining me on this this day of WarioWare. This 2-hour stream. That definitely wasn't 8 hours, like I was, you know, I knew I did it in one day, but I didn't know if I did it in 2 hours or 5, you know, as a kid, or like a weekend. I can see why, as a kid, 2 hours really would have, bummed me out royally, but as you can see, there's kind of a lot left. You can get high scores, you can find all the mini-games that there are to find in here, you know. How many of the advanced... Where's the advanced... Oh. What is this? Nasty garlic? Oh, feed it to Wario to switch him into endgame mode. Okay. Yeah, there were... Well, actually, not that many games that we didn't see. Like, 6, 7 of them. But, like, you know, you could replay it, getting high scores, and also filling in those gaps in your repertoire, filling up the toy room, doing other such things that are fun and good. It's a great game, and I think I had fun replaying it. Worth noting, I'm doing it now on the AYN Thor. There are other DS games that are, like, touch-based that are pretty good. You know, let's just look through here. There's Trauma Center. I think these should be different. I think those are 2 different games, but the scraper didn't realize. There's the Zelda DSs, which I'll say I don't really care for. I don't think those are very good, but I'll say it's not because of the touchscreen stuff. The touchscreen stuff works great. Is Rhythm Heaven based around press A presses or otherwise? Again, it should have gotten the American box art. Sometimes the scraping software gets the Japanese box art by mistake. Recently, I've noticed. I don't know what's up with that. Picross DS, I think, is an excellent touch-based game. One of the best, I would say. As well as Picross 3D, same... Picross 3D and Picross 3D 2 on the 3DS. Meteos is touch-based. It's not... It's a little bit mashy, a little bit brainless, but it's charming enough. Feel the Magic, I guess that's an option. Brain training. There's Elite Beat Agents. There's Cooking Mama. Clubhouse Games, I think, is touch-based. There's a good number of them. I feel like I've just said them all, actually. And I would say, out of all of them, Latent, maybe? I would say I think that, Yoshi Touch and Go. That's another one. That one's, I don't like it very much. I think Touch and Go is pretty weak as far as a full-price game goes that you bought at launch. Kind of, rough when you buy that and you have to, you know, you realize, like, oh, this is basically a minigame. One minigame, maybe 2 or 3, but still, like, a subpar minigame. Basically, let's go back into the WarioWare. We do not need to start a new ROM. It's the same one. This is fun. If I come up with another idea that's as good as this, I would love to do this again. You know, definitely doing some AYN Thor based content. The last, the VOD of the last stream like this went pretty damn well. Did better than any VOD previously to date, basically. So, like, I do feel incentivized to do more content like this, but I feel like unless I have an idea that's as good as this, it doesn't really make that much sense to set everything up and get it all working. And, like, you know, after I'm done here, I'm gonna break it back down and put the camera back where it usually goes, put the microphone back where it usually goes. The camera desk cam, the document cam, I'm probably gonna put in a drawer. You know, I might someday have another idea that's as good as this, but, you know, I don't know. Nothing comes to mind. If you have an idea, comment, I guess, or put in the messages. A lot of things on the DS we can just do emulation-wise, and that'll make the screen bigger on the screen. You know, we don't have to actually use actual hardware. We can actually just emulate it on the PC, and that'll be a better experience for everyone, I think. Me, because I get to use a regular controller if touchscreen stuff isn't needed. Y'all, because the screen will be bigger. And, in general, just in general. Though, I'll say, like, playing it off a handheld is great, but, like, you know, when you have to also record it at the same time, it can be a little bit of a task. I realized last time, especially looking at the VOD, that, the other retro handheld people make it look easy. You know, making sure that, like, oh, you know, the screen isn't off-screen. It's not, like, at a weird angle you can't see. Like, when you're just looking at the thing and being like, you know, oh, I want to just make sure that I can see it good, it's very easy to put it into a position that is crap garbage, and I hope tonight it has not been that. I hope it's been nice and clean and y'all been able to follow it, enjoy it, etc. Folks, that's a stream. Let's pull up the schedule real fast. So, yeah, so, Friday, this Friday, is not going to be viewer levels, as usually would be the case. Instead, this Friday is Extra Life. It's going to be a great big 12-hour Extra Life stream from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m., and the theme will be Yuka Replayly. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see if it's any good at all, if it fixed the problems with the original game, which the original game, by the way, very much is like one of my... I have a lot of enmity toward it, and a lot of amity. Enmity? I feel like that is a game that is, like, my nemesis, insofar as, like, I kind of hated it, kind of had a lot of problems with it, and I had funded it to a T, so I was, like, bitterly disappointed, and I had, like, a million little criticisms, and I'm curious how many of those little criticisms have been addressed now, or are improved by things like, I hear they added a map that tells you where the pages are now. Like, maybe it's better. We will find out. Also, donation incentives. One of them will be that I will change shirts. I'll have 50 on the couch next to me, and like for $5 initially and $10 after there's been like 10, 20 of them or something. 10, 15 maybe. I will go to a break, switch shirts as fast as I can, and then come back once I have the new shirt on, so get ready to see a lot of shirts. Anything that isn't like the green screen doesn't hate. You know, basically will be fair game, and I think that'll be a fun, low price incentive. There will also be the opportunity to make me play a better video game, Banjo-Kazooie, to help us, like, contextualize what bar ukulele misses, you know, by seeing the original in action and sort of comparing it directly style. And that'll start at $20 for the first couple worlds, and then go up to $40 as we start to get into the late game. And also, y'all can do the opposite. Make me play a worse game, make me play a bad game, make me play Sonic 06. And that'll help just put things into perspective. You know, like, it might be a bad game, but at least it's not Sonic 06. Will be the perspective we'll walk away from that if anyone wants to redeem that. Like the thing says, it'll start at $50 for the first few levels, and then jump up to $75 as we get later in. And I'm curious, like, what the ratio will be between those three games. Like, I hope we get to see a good, fair chunk of Ukulele, but maybe people will be so generous that we'll mostly end up playing Sonic and Banjo-Kazooie, which would be nice. I feel like if it was just Banjo, we would blast through that in like 5 hours for what it's worth, so, you know, 7 hours of that would have to, by necessity, be the other two games, but we'll see what happens. Let's that'll be on Friday. Please tune in if you can. Contribute. Those are the incentives. I'm really looking forward to it and excited to get into it. There's some stuff happening in December as well. Here's the whole calendar. For the rest of November, it's just Extra Life. It's the next stream. It's the last stream of the month. Then, after like most of a week, I'll be back with Metroid Prime 4 Beyond on its launch night. And then the next weekend, Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer. Followed by, you know, you can see there's Super Metroid Randomizer the following week. And also in the middle of the week, on Tuesday, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 2. And that'll be with the developer commentary, which I think will be interesting. Game of the Year stuff will happen Xmas week, and then a couple last randomizers to round out the year. And I think that looks like a pretty good plan for December. I'm looking forward to a lot of that stuff. It's going to be a good month. It's going to be a good end of the year. I'm looking forward to 2 weeks off. I am enjoying my first week off right now. Excellent, wonderful. Folks, I want to thank y'all for coming by, hanging out, watching me play WarioWare off my AYN Thor. If anyone had any doubts to the ability of the AYN Thor to run DS games or to do touchscreen stuff, I hope this came off well, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna send the Twitch people somewhere. I don't know. Where should I send the Twitch people? Moyako is doing some weird stuff. Some sort of, Toy Story SNES game? Sure, I'll send you to Moyako. Why not? This is a weird time. I'm not usually streaming at this time. And, if people don't have the day off, it's just the middle of the workday for them, I guess. Let me pull up that stream on my end so I can watch the raid go down. And thank you, folks. I'm gonna send you off now. I'll see ya on, I'll see y'all on Friday for Extra Life. Again, Extra Life. Look forward to it. Here's the promo image again. Wow. Okay. See you on Friday. Then after that, it'll be until Metroid Prime 4. That will be the next time I will be back. But, you know, for the time being right now, let's just focus on Extra Life. Black Friday, this Friday, 2 p.m. Central Time. I'll see you then. It's for a good cause for the kids. Extra Life is a donation thing, by the way, if you don't know. It's for charity. It's for local children's hospitals. Anyway, I'll see you then. Take it easy. Give your love to the VOD. And there's also short-form content as well. That's cool. I've been doing 2 a day recently, and I think that's a good cadence. I'll see ya around. Bye, folks. See ya on Friday. Good day.